Alrighty guys, we good? Are vi goda? Are we good? Is it all working? We good? Alright, yeah, let me know if something's off and stuff. Let's go. I ended up living now on the very outskirts, but the benefit of the very outskirts is that I am very close to one of the sightseeing spots that I actually already visited on stream in 2024. Yeah, I think in 2024. In 2024, around like April or something, I think. So I've already been here. Take the drone? I did. We'll see if I'll get to launch it somewhere. Hello, Jordi. MKHP, hello, guys. Fishing I actually could start, even though I guess fishing is not on this scene. We'll see. We'll see. When I return, I plan to just basically walk, get stuff, and return, and we can play some video games. Gotta get some progress there too. Kinda cold. It's an annoying weather right now. It's cold, technically. The wind is pretty cold, but there's sun also, and on the sun it's pretty warm. So it's hard to pick. Yeah, you can already see the thing in the distance there. It's called the Iron Fountain. This is the pre-earthquake stuff here, built by Soviet Union. This technically was kind of the center of the city before the earthquake. After the earthquake, there was no city around anymore, really. But the thing still stays. And today is also Wednesday, and it's already kind of cold, so no tourists, nothing. Even though I have to say, when I was here in April, there was also no tourists. But sometimes there are kind of higher seasons, I guess. That's when there are the tourists here, and that's when there is also all the people begging for money. Yeah, it was the Spitaks earthquake. I was kind of not that close to here, but close enough. So yeah, a lot of the city was destroyed. I switch to lineal mode. Oh, there it is. The Iron Fountain. Yeah, it used to be a fountain, now obviously already just the ruins. It's like not planning to do anything about it, really. Gloria, hello, how you doing? Well, yeah, as you can see around, you don't really see any tall buildings except that one in the distance, but that one in the distance is also pretty much ruined. So I assume that might be actually since even those times here. Potentially. There it is. Well, local inhabitants. What's up? I don't have any food, bro. Sorry. Nothing. I am sorry. Yeah, you don't need also to walk after me through the whole city, because through the city there is so many other different dogs, and that you're gonna have in trouble with that. So better don't. Yeah, this road is still even used here. That's the fun part. Like that's the road I was walking. And that's kind of like towards the main part of the city, and then it just kind of ends. It's over. It's all over. And you have the small like shacks and everything. Yeah, dog is like one of the local beggars, I guess. Farming tourists. Dog doesn't understand that the season is over, and there's probably not gonna be any more. There's probably not gonna be any more. One second. I'm kind of using like new different phone for the chat and stuff, so I need to keep track of things. It's kind of pipig a little bit. Let me see. I'll need to check from time to time so the connection is there. Connection looks like it's there. Good. Yeah, it's just like the road, and then poof, it's over. Yeah, last time in 2024, I think I was walking that way, if I remember correct. Probably, I think so. I was walking that way, and for a long while. Then I got to like the road, and then I got to another district of Gyumri, kind of like completely separate town, sorta. That was pretty far. And I did that just to grab some kebab, basically. And that kebab place actually moved closer now. Well, actually closer to where we lived, not to this place. This is basically, as you can see, at the end of the road. So as almost as outskirts as it can be in Gyumri, I guess. But the rent here is cheap, so that's why friend got it here. Alright, so now we're gonna go to the very center. I'm gonna show you the marketplace. I'm gonna buy some cheesecake there. And I go to the grocery store real quick, at least today. Just gonna get some mineral water, some mayo, and some sausage. And then right next to the supermarket, just gonna grab some shawarma, some kebab. It's a really good place. And I wouldn't really say it's completely like street food really, but there's no like particularly, so to speak, street food in general here. I'm gonna have some like pavilions and everything at least with food guests, so, and it's mostly gonna be kebabs anyway, so. This tree refuses to lose the leaves yet still. Very nice. Very nice. Ooh, that's a nice brakes, dude. Very nice. Basically, pretty much like kind of the building we live. There's like a whole bunch of them here. The whole district. And that's where we live. It's a very small one. I'll show. If not today, then on some other streams, but I will be at the PC. And I'll show you the insane apartment. I don't know what's gonna be like with the coffee making though, because there's not that much space whatsoever. So I'll do it like at the PC or something, literally. And literally at the PC. Some old people chilling, sitting in the sun. There's only some people walking and stuff here. Seems quiet. It is kind of quiet, except for when like the cars going around. Sometimes loud, even though like the road is kind of not really close to our building. But there is also a road. It's a shitty road. So even though cars are not really like, you know, going wicked around there, they are still being loud just because the road is dog shit. So that's basically how it is there. Basically. Hey Nicolo, how we doing, man? How's life? All these like ropes on the road getting the shoe sole, and then it's annoying. I should get some coins actually. Oh, fine. Should be alright. Hopefully we'll get some change in the marketplace. I was thinking about taking a taxi back. Oh, the kitty here too. What's up? I don't have anything, bro. The rare kitties. Mostly dogs here, usually. And it's starting to turn off the water fountains. Getting kind of cold. It's like -6 at night, I think, so it do be quite cold. It do be quite cold, actually. Yeah, I might go. Should be a park soon, and I might go try to get where we used to live. Through that district where our house was. Well, in the park I was kind of thinking maybe I will be able to get some drone flying, we'll see. No, -6 is at night though. During the day it's kind of warm still, especially in the sun. That's the annoying part, like you go get in the shadow, it's like mega cold. Not mega cold, but you know, way colder. And go in the sun, it suddenly gets warm. Now let everyone turn. And let's go. And local roads are always fun. Only in the center it kind of gets better though. I feel like recently drivers here became a little better in terms of being polite. All the leaves around. And then whatever leaves getting collected, they usually just fucking burn them. Especially if you live close to like the private houses. Then you're gonna enjoy all the smoke, which you kind of do be enjoying every evening, every night pretty much, because people still also getting a whole bunch of garbage burned for the heat. Hey Roman, hello. To warm their houses up and stuff. Well, probably not apartments, can't really put the stove in the apartment, and I wouldn't be surprised if people tried. But yeah, heating up the whole house is actually quite expensive here. Like for locals especially. Like our house basically, we had the heating on the minimal. Like the very minimal amount possible on the boiler. The gas boiler, and we paid like over $100, I think, like 110, $120 for a month. Well, it's not just heating; it's also like electricity. It's everything. Which I mean, you can think it's not that dank living in the West, but here it's quite dank. Because it's like 50,000 in local currency, just the utility bills for the house. When, well, for example, like 100,000 is kind of solid salary here. If you get 200,000, it's like really good. So yeah, when you like, you know, and people working in like the pickup points in like the local kind of Amazon, they get paid like 50,000 or something. So pretty much you work the whole month just to pay your bills for apartment, for a house rather. Apartment is cheaper. But that is not that great, I would say. People earning like 400,000, for example, which is like a bit over $1,000. That's like, you know, the godlike salary here, sorta. And that I heard people get like on the manufactories in the very east of the country, close to Azerbaijan, like in Kapan city. There is like some metal works, I think. And people there can actually get like around 400. Hey Steve. Yep, that's pretty much it. Like we basically rented our house for that amount of money, and another 50,000 for bills and everything. So like unless you live there with like a very big family, you are probably suffering and struggling. Alright, getting kind of in the more livable part. You notice the amount of walk. That was basically how far we are from like where the civilization sort of starts, I guess. And you can say, yes, USA. Yep, it do be like that. I don't know if like Yerevan is better in that sense. I mean, it's better for sure. I don't know how much better. And 200,000 is like solid here, yeah. Like if you don't have some like education or something, like some basic jobs, it will be like, yeah, 50, 100. And I would say that's quite tricky to survive with that, especially if you need to pay rent. That is kind of like almost impossible, I would say. All right, I need to cross the road there. The bike endure. That's like something you don't really see often here. Probably considering like the hello, considering like the difference in like, you know, elevation and stuff here. And not a lot of people biking, and considering amount of dogs here too, that might not like you biking around. Pay more for energy than there? Well, I mean, yeah, you have like, you know, you have the gas and everything. Naturally, they don't have anything here. They basically import everything from Russia, mostly. And now that, you know, like relationships kind of got a bit worse recently and all that, you know, the Russia is also kind of like becoming less generous, I guess. So the prices are growing. No, still their economy kind of improves too, so they can afford it better, kinda, not 100%, but a little better. All right, the park's there. Let's see. There's not a lot of people. Can do a bit of a flying maybe. Kind of tried at home. The setup should kind of work. And it's like the road crossing, but yeah, no one's gonna let you pass anyway, so sometimes you gotta run. Here's the monument to Charles Navour. Who is the French composer and songwriter. But well, he's French, you know, because he lived there, but technically his last name was Aznavourian before, so he is actually Armenian. And he did help a lot after the earthquake. And it's like the whole square, I think, named after him. Alright, that's the little park. Let's see, I've been here in like 24 when I was walking through here too. I kinda did a little detour into the park. There's kinda like nothing in that park. I think it's basically just kinda like an area to go for a walk with some like benches and stuff, I guess. And that's kinda pretty much it. Don't think there is much else going on. Let's go. And there's some like washing, painting, I guess, going on. And go towards the opposite side and launch it. Kind of want to get a little further from this corner here, because this is like Russian consulate, I think. I don't know, maybe they're not really happy with the drones flying around there. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, the setup is gonna be kind of bigger though. I think I will need to kind of cut my camera feed with the microphone for a second, and then connect the drone, yeah, and then do the same in reverse later when I'm switching back. So it's gonna be a bit of a downtime, but shouldn't be too long. I think did kind of test it. So should be all good. Hey Nick, hello. A wasting day off in the best possible way. Wait, how so? How so? What did you do there? Oh, what did you do there? Hello, sir. Hello. No, it's some playground. All right, that's kind of new and dink one looks like. I'm actually building it right now, I feel. They're building, or they may be removing it for the winter actually, because it has all those like nets. And I'm not sure if they are. Well, nets look pretty new though, so I don't know. And they're building it right now, or they are removing it right now. Hard to say. Hey Pony, hello. How we doing? No, I feel like all the nets and stuff are pretty new. Looking all white and clean. So you're just installing it. Seems kinda not the best timing for winter though, I would say, but I guess. Got the toilet there, alright. Got some infrastructure here going. Now they have some guards here in the park. I don't know, they want to go into the discussion about this flying around. Yeah, I see. Then the debate. Well, good luck. Maybe second time will be better. Maybe. Working pony, nice. The grind continues. The grind never stops. The weather is nice today. Even though again, like you're walking here now in the sun, it's just like way too warm. You get in the shadow, and it gets like way too cold. You can't find the balance. This side of the park already a little more, well, with stuff. I wouldn't say it's more alive. I guess the playground, there are some kids. And go back from here. I don't know if there's another exit on that side there. Hey, Quack, hello. How we doing? Sure if there's another exit there. There should be, I think, though. I think there should be. And then I can go through that area, probably. Yeah, let's try. We do have the mops. Shouldn't get lost, so we should be fine. Now let's get through that exit there. Eggs mixed with mayonnaise for breakfast. That do be quite nice. I like that. Actually kind of good question though. Is there a past line? I think there's a road there. See, like there is toilets and stuff. Is there only that road? I wonder. Because that looks kind of like a bit of a dead end. Let me see. Yeah, gonna be like an ice rink here and stuff. Actually not sure though. What is this gonna be? They have like those little pipes, kind of like, you know, like the worm floor thingy. Are they planning to do it other way around to get like some sort of a warm spot here in the winter? I don't know. Feels kind of pee-pee, but I guess maybe. Yeah, there is like some pipes here going. Pipes going there, some sort of compressor. Maybe actually it's other way around. Maybe it's gonna be like the cold to make the rink more stable. Because obviously weather here is like not super stable in winter too. No, I guess that's the case. Probably just gonna be pumping some liquid. Okay, and the fuck the cars did get there? I think it's from there. Nah, I guess I just gotta go back. Whatever. It's gonna be some sort of like, you know, industrial area with nothing else much to see, like those ruins and stuff right there. Not that much going on there. I see, Quack, I see, and the corporate time. Good luck, I can do it. How's the quality? All good? No logs, nothing? I just have like the PPG set up now. Like the full fat mode now. Even more than usual. There you go. Got the Brotherhood is still going there, and there it is. The insane super suit there. Guard walking back again. They will find some spot. Gonna be closer to that side. See what's there, to not completely repeat the path. And then maybe I'll return back. Oh, the sun. That seems like a fence there though. So I guess we still will need to go back. Yeah, I wonder, this is also like since the earthquake, the building. It kind of does seem like it, really. It does seem like it. It's all standing here already for a long time. I guess we'll need to go to the main one again. It does lag a little. How so? When? Then? Now it does get like some, like, you know, the frame thingies. As in like artifacts. Some artifacts a little. Yeah, that I guess kind of inevitable. That is kind of probably inevitable. And yeah, let me know when that happens too much, because I need to check this phone sometimes for some reason and drops the tethering. Not sure why. Sometimes it just does. It's like a bench there. And how do you get there even? I wonder. Is that a passenger or you just kind of walk there? I wonder. Very light starters, alright, let's see. I think that bench actually could be fine. Just send from there. Is there literally no path to this one? Oh, no, there is, alright. There's a little road here. Small. Like a side entrance here, alright, let's see. Very good. Better noticing? Let's see. Well, hopefully, yeah. More feedback on when that happens and stuff. I will try to figure it out. Alright, let's go. Get a bit of flying then. Whoop. Alright. There we go. Let's get this one connected to the chair stream, yeah. Whoop. Where can I put the camera down here? Get it in. There we go. Alright, that's gonna be like really atrocious sound quality for some time with the glorious noise that you like, so prepare for that. Alright, 1 second. So now I need to get the switch the cameras. So the current one will be off for a bit. Here my awful line there. Well, fine, as much as it can be, I guess. Does it work? Does it work? Let me know. Aviguchi, Vitamaguchi. And then I need to restart it. Are we good? Works? Actually works. You can hear the awful microphone. It's not that bad yet though, but it's gonna get pretty bad. Let's start then.
Takeoff. Home point updated.
Alright, there we go. Here we go. See if you can still hear it there. Oh, that's the park. Where is the park? And there it is. Some more solar panels. With this amount of sun, they do be quite nice. Do be quite nice here. That's the mountains. There's the clear microphone right now. Is it fine? Well, yeah, I guess it's high enough right now. 25 meters. Can barely hear it probably. Can hear me at least. That is good. Do more? Will do. Will do. It's like tricky always to find places and stuff where you can, you know. Ain't that simple. Ain't that simple. Ain't that simple. Oh, there we go. And there I am. And one day is gonna be the better drongy and stuff. That's gonna be even danker then. Gonna be even nicer then. I can't really like fly too much around there. I'm gonna keep it in my vision. There is sun. Okay, well, that actually kind of like vision is pretty good though. I can see things. Turbulis with the streak. Thank you, sir. Thank you, man. I appreciate it a lot. Visible still. No trees almost, no tall trees at least, so pretty nice. A bit windy, Now we're already too far. I'll go backwards there. Yeah, district is not like something super particularly crazy interesting. Mountains are nice though in the distance. It's kind of a little like kind of foggy or maybe smoky actually. Hard to say here, to be honest. There it is. Don't fly into those radio towers, yeah. Well, I mean, there is also, like, right there. Not this building. That building there, I think. No, not that one. The long boy next to the road, that's the Russian consulate. And, you know, I guess considering modern events, maybe not the best idea to fly close to that. They might not like it. There I am. Can hear it. You can hear it probably already. Not much closer because it's gonna be too loud. Too loud. It's gonna be too loud. Alright, let's get this one. This one landing. Actually, you know what? Let's go the other side. I still have a battery. Let's go to that side then. Could be, Nick, could be, yeah. Everything for content, Pog. Yeah, that's definitely, yeah, I guess it's gonna be like the ice rink. I mean, probably not gonna be like extra cooling through the pipes on the floor to make sure it's gonna be, you know, icy enough. Because winter is gonna be like, you know, not super crazy, Pog. Yeah, that's the one. Usually they are quite, I mean at night already -6, so technically, but yeah, you get like some sun or something and everything's kinda like not good. Yeah, this like already, you know, like mega industrial areas and stuff. Still some like private housing and all too. But yeah, not crazy much to see around. Yeah, mountains are nice though. Kinda sucks we can't see any from the window. Like the first time we live in Armenia, that was good. The building is also basically ripped. That probably rip is still from the earthquake. That was 88 if I remember correct. Hey sheep, hello. How we doing? There we go. And let's go down. Expect to repair in 40 years, yeah. How dare you, man? How dare you? Yeah, the wind when it goes down like this is a little dank. Yeah, 1 second while I'm at it, I'm gonna get the camera on, so the downtime is lower switching between things. But yeah, there's gonna be a bit of a downtime. There is gonna be a bit of a downtime. trying to land there.
Landing.
Yeah, there we go. Here we go. Alright, now I'm gonna be switching. Actually, 1 second there. Put it down here. Alright, I'm gonna go off for a second and I'm gonna switch to the camera. 1 moment. Alright, should be good. Should be good now. 1 moment. Microphone. There we go. Should be good. I think. Nice, good. Alright, just gonna get the device back. It was like while I was setting all this stuff up here now, it was like just guard passing by, minding his own business, not giving a shit. I still had like the drone laying here, so I mean, technically it's allowed here. It's allowed here outside of the airport territory, which is still quite far from here. So we're good. Like in Armenia, I think they don't have any specific restrictions. Same in Georgia. Like I went to check, for example, Hey Karakulelo. So if I missed someone, I checked some restrictions like in Mumbai, for example, in India, bro. Holy shit, it's like the whole city is basically like dotted with like red circles that you're not allowed. So I think it's pretty much forget about it there. I was kind of hoping there is like one spot I feel that is kind of like not covered with all those red dots, like very specific spot, and I feel it's more kind of like, you know, something with like the map kind of like precision. So they probably would still kind of get you and argue that it's all forbidden all over Mumbai, so probably not gonna work. There is another, like also, there is the Sanjay Gandhi National Park, but national parks you can't fly. There is some piece that is kind of like outside of city, kind of green and stuff, right? But not national park yet. But again, it's all about like, you know, those borders and everything. So I guess it's also not the best idea. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be flying in Mumbai. Sadly, it would be kind of cool. The city is massive, and it'll be probably quite the view also. But we'll see. Maybe from that national park I will manage to find some spot. Because in national parks you're not allowed to fly. Which would be kind of cool though, because there are some dang caves there. There is also Elephant Island. You're also not allowed to fly there. So whatever it's fun, you're not allowed. Kind of understandable. People do be kind of pipiega quite often with such devices. I do try to do it in a more respectful way. I also kind of feel like it's a good time right now to have some devices like this, you know, just to enjoy some like flying, some views, because give it like a few more years, I feel like everywhere is gonna be already a completely no-flight zone. Well, not completely, obviously, right? You still will be able to get like the proper permissions. You'll need to request the flight permission and stuff. Like some countries kind of do it in a kind of cool way, but when you are, you know, like commercial and stuff, you have your like special license and everything. You have the app. Like back home, you have the same stuff too, but nowadays even with permission, I think it's kind of not the best idea probably to fly anything for obvious reasons. But yeah, you just like go to the app, pick the area, time, press submit, and then if they allow it, then you get back, you know, the permission, and then you can go, and in that time frame and that specific spot, you can go fly. Speaking of permissions, we got our e-visa permission to India, so that at least is already good. Got it in the morning already today. I basically sent it on Sunday. Well, obviously not working day, right? So it wasn't processed on Sunday at all. And my friend sent on Monday evening, basically, I think, when we already moved. So he sent it, and today both of us kind of got it in one way. So technically from evening of Monday, Wednesday morning, you already have your visa. There you go. I would say pretty good. Yeah, Gyumri. Well, next to the airports, that's like very, very tricky. That should be like, you know, someone basically professional who like works there. Like then, like area around the airports, like a few kilometers is already kind of like yellow. You get the warning that, you know, be careful, don't fly above like some height and stuff like this. And the closer you get, like area, you know, like kilometer maybe around the airport, maybe even a bit more, is like completely no. Like if your drone even like gets there, it doesn't even like return home or something. It just like straight up just goes down, you know, automatically just landing. And trucks are low. Yeah, they absolutely no flight. That's actually also kind of how you can get fucked with your drone, which is kind of like, well, mostly what happens obviously like in the countries where the drone warfare is going ham. That's where you pretty much kind of get like, you know, like the GPS spoofing and everything. So they just get like they just send you the fake GPS that says that you're in the airport, and the drone instantly just kind of starts landing, completely no control, like. And then whoever, you know, picks it up. So yeah, people do be losing their drones to that stuff back home quite often, and I don't know why would you even try. Like I did try once in the summer house, kind of like, wouldn't say bumfuck nowhere, but kind of far, not super tall, not super high, just, you know, to check if it's gonna catch all the GPSs, if it works in general, because I bought it, I flew it only at home. So I just wanted to take it to the summer house, just like, you know, I got up a little, did a little bit of filming there of my parents, you know, plot and everything in the house, send them to later, and basically landed. That worked, but you go above like 30 meters or something, you're already in the risk zone, that you're gonna get some, you know, GPS fuckery. So yeah, that said, like, if you're considering, I would say, like, you know, the sooner you get yourself such toys, the sooner you have your fun with them and explore stuff, the better. Because with years, it's gonna be harder and harder. Gonna be harder and harder to do it. There's the car wash here, and right next to the car wash is the consulate. There it is. There's the one. There's also military base here, Russian military base that you probably also don't want to fly nearby. And this is probably also not the best idea here. No, only its own is kind of chill here though, like my friend was here actually for some paperwork and stuff. It's all good. It's all good. There it is. The one and only. So yeah, now that we got all the papers, the plans are go. Now to get the flights, and off we go. I'm just kind of still trying to mess around with like my luggage and stuff, because like 25 kilos will be possible through all the flights. But I did an experiment with like just pumping everything I kind of need for setup. Kind of not even everything, you know, like cold already. And that was actually 25. That was a full suitcase with no clothes, nothing. So I got like, you know, the portfolio of clothes also to take with me basically. And that's like 2 kilos. So hopefully I will just like put it in my friend's suitcase then most likely. And that's it. And then we're good. But technically traveling alone later, yeah, either you will need to still get like a second bag or something. Or a suitcase, which I rather not. Or get a laptop instead of the PC, and that will save me like fucking 8 kilos, no problems. And then I can fit everything. But that already will be the next season. That will be like next autumn probably, like around end of September, if things go according to plan. So still a lot of time until then. The hotel. The hotel with the fountain and stuff. Fancy. I think this road here, if you follow again, I had the sauna there that we went before. Yeah, brother, it's still green for me. Relax. I see, Jordy, I see. No, the classic traditional houses are kind of cool here. There's one kebab place here, kind of alright. But we're gonna get the good one. We're gonna get the dank one even. Trying to travel as light as possible, yeah. Well, I mean, if I would be just IRLing, that would be super light, no problems. Like basically what's on me right now, plus some clothes, and done. Like what's on me right now is probably like 2 kilos maybe, at the best. And then some clothes, and yeah, you can kind of fit that in like 7 kilos, carry on, no problems. The problem is, yeah, you kind of want laptop, at least one, I guess, to do stuff, not just on your phone all the time. That used to be a hotel too. That one seems kind of dead, though. Seems quite dead. What if they just like straight up, you know, the season is over, so we're just closing. That's it. Until next spring or something. Oh, the Yepom is here. I see, interesting. That's like the IT sort of like, you know, company startup-ish thingy. I think it's basically also like kind of like Russian in general, but you know, after 22, they just kind of like spread out all across the, like the post-Soviet space. Yeah, with no PC or laptop, it's not a problem to travel light whatsoever. For me especially, no problemos. If you get like one suitcase, like bro, you can have a shitload of stuff. But yeah, if it would be just IRL, then I wouldn't even. I think that's what we did with my friend before, when we went to Khiva in Uzbekistan. You know, the Hotel Gyumri. Already starting like some Christmas art here, I guess. It looks like we went to Khiva. I think I just had my IRL set up and like some clothes a little bit, but I think it was like literally just like one backpack with everything. That's it. Jammers. And Genie doing? I think Genie just straight up uses like some of the top tier Samsung phone. That's it. Probably like, I don't know how long her streams are, but probably kind of like 1 or 2 power banks. And most likely like a server somewhere, kind of like the one I use in a way, but she just does that through the phone. You just have the app that does the connection bonding. I heard she has like some mega SIM cards that has like basically like $1,000 per month or something, but you get unlimited traffic and like a really good connection like everywhere. More ruins here. So yeah, you can actually do it in a very, very simple way, technically. I've been in places you would be worried to go to. Well, yeah, considering it's also a girl, right? It might be quite something. But yeah, I don't think she has like some cameraman, doesn't have some like security or someone. I think in some places where she was going, she was like getting some sort of like some viewers to who live there to kind of escort in a way or something. Yeah, it would be nice, but I also kind of like at the same time, you know, pivoting fully to some insane IRLing and stuff, not gonna happen probably. It's like not exactly my forte, not my element, dude. I still more about the gaming, dude. That's my jam. IRL is just a kinda use the opportunity better that I'm already traveling, might as well. Nice local supermarket. I think actually the OK one is here. Oh yeah, the entrance is there, I guess. Even though I think you can enter through here too. Yeah, the OK supermarket. The Okayega. Alright, so we're almost already arriving to the next kind of square. And then there's gonna be another one. Some fancy stuff here. The still is 1984. Wait, was there? I thought the earthquake was 88. Maybe I'm wrong though. Maybe it was 84 then. And the track in some beautiful place. I mean, I'm trying. Usually. Usually I do. And the Baridgi store, if you can call it that way. The Baridgi cart. And the fruits, veggies too. Cabbage is 25 cents per kilo. Not bad, eh? That's a good price. The House of Beer. As our friend usually buys the beer here. Some tap beer. Quite loaded in there actually. All the beer enjoyers. Hello. Kids always like to flex their knowledge. Also just moved in the apartment block, they also were flexing the Russian knowledge at us. Well, a lot of them know, like, you know, at least 2 languages, pretty much everyone, I think. Seem nice. Some mostly are. Some might be kind of like a little maybe annoying, you know, in the usual kids way. But overall, kind of nice. Always kind of nice. Yeah, because school here. That's why. Oh man, smells like food. I haven't ate anything today. That kebab that I'm gonna get is getting demolished, that's for sure. Yeah, on these streets here, like on this street, they got all the traffic lights. That is already good, eh? Because roads here are quite something. No, some insane Soviet statues. And there it is. All right, let's go. This is the kebab yard. Can get a bunch of different shashlik here. Let's see, GRDS. Yeah, the only like really annoying ones were like actually on my last IRL stream in 2024 here in Armenia, in Gyumri. And when I went, this is actually like super good place to eat here. Like this one. This one is really good. It's called Kilikia. They have a hotel here also somewhere. I'm not exactly sure where's their hotel here, maybe behind. And this is kind of like cafe, restaurant, whatever. But because it's part of the hotel, they also don't charge the service fee and stuff. So you basically have kind of more reasonable prices there. Oh yeah, this one still has the, oh, they didn't replace it. The Communistic Party of Armenia. Leninakan City Committee. I think it's like still the Soviet one, because in Soviet time Gyumri was called Leninakan. Yeah, Kilikia. is the region that is now, I think, part of Turkey. There's a lot of like places here, like cafes, hotels and stuff that are named after like different, you know, like geographical entities. Alright, gonna take a turn and go through the yard where we lived, through that district past our house, and then get to the marketplace. Still gonna be quite the walk there, actually. Still gonna be quite the walk. It's gonna get some cheese and get some flatbread there. And then gonna, on the way back, go to the grocery store, get some kebab for me and my friend, and catch the taxi probably. Because walking back is gonna take a while. By the time I arrive, the kebab is gonna be all cold. More bike enjoyers. Just reheated in the microwave. Well, it's gonna be not the same. Not the same then. You want it somewhat fresh. It's like one of the old buildings. It's from like the 1950s, I think, that survived the earthquake and everything. Pretty much all the district here, I think. Like what was built in, well, all the tall buildings that were built like in the early Soviet era, they all survived mostly. The later ones, those quite often were a rip. Getting into traffic areas and stuff, yeah, this is already kinda another center. There's like along the line like three kind of like squares, I guess, that are kind of like, each of them can be considered center sort of in a way, I guess. Like the square one with the Charles Navour. This one with the, I think it's like a crying mother statue, if I remember correct. And I get the other side to see. There's the university here. And yeah, you're next to university. You're gonna have to witness all the Indian students still going to study here also. Like pretty much in every country I've been to so far, they study everywhere. Getting all the glorious education. And this road is kind of fine. Get across here. Were here before? Yeah. We've been here for sure. Right, no cars. No cars. Yeah, past this one I did walk before too. Well, I mean, technically I was walking up that path that I was going down now, just on the opposite side of the road. I was going the same road all the way up to the Iron Fountain where I started today, so technically I've been there. Technically been there. That's the university. Actually, no, it's even a ministry. Oh, it's ministry and also kind of, okay, I see. So they have like both education ministry and also some educational facilities in one go. Well, I mean, I guess kind of mid-Maxen, why not? Why not? Alright, gonna cross the road here and we're gonna head towards the place where we lived. Seeing HPS, yeah. That will be an interesting one probably indeed. Indeed. Alright, crossing the road here too now. Today is quite lucky. Quite empty. This is our ISP here that we had at our house. So we're going to pay for it. Yeah, now we're gonna go in the whole neighborhood where we live there. And that's the statue there. Now we are here. Oop, the sky is there it is. Yeah, the building in the back actually was a manufactory back in the Soviet time. Now it's just like a bunch of banks and other things there. Alright, let's go. Time for the Dink neighborhood, Now that's gonna be Urano here. Or more like tropical maybe, actually. Hard to say. And this was the path sometimes we walked to pay for the internet and stuff. Yeah, you like the private houses, and then whoop, you have some like few floors ones. Okay, I kind of saw this part from the drone before actually, when I was launching it from the house, from the yard. You can see some Dane cars also parked quite often. Something fancier next to something, you know, half ruined. All the gas pipes, all outside, as I mentioned before, all above surface. And the seismic area and everything. Looks like someone lived here, yeah. 1945 to 1968. Now, who'd that be? Sounds very young. Some ruins here too, kinda. Like you change the check like some bulletin boards and stuff, and you know, like something like this will be sold for like, you know, 40,000 bucks. Like, bro, the fuck are you on about? Fancy wooden gates. And the wood here is kind of like more expensive, you know, building material. It's all about the stone, the volcanic one. Like German cars, yep. Mercedes especially. Mercedes is one love here. Like BMW less, but kinda. Like Audi, for example, you don't really see a lot. Or Volkswagen, not much. And Mercedes and BMW, plenty. And yeah, quite a lot of them are like old models, but in really good condition too. You know, like some fancy stuff here. Much fancy. I think there's a guest house nearby here. And also somewhere here my friend lives. Well, the one who was third one with us. Yeah, this is the guest house. Not sure, maybe they're actually in the guest house right now. I'm not so sure actually. Still haven't visited him. Gotta fix that. Oh, and we approaching the familiar area. Oh, yeah, that's our neighbors. And then that's us. Well, used to be us. And that's the door and the wall. There it is, yeah, that's where we lived. And that's where the landlord lived. At least we got some deposit back. Minus cleaning, minus the utility bills. It was obviously very overpriced cleaning price. And kind of obviously overpriced utility bills, but fine, whatever. At least we got something back, because we already were thinking that we're not gonna see it. And there's among all these like small houses, there's the 4 floors one right next to it. And this was our path basically on the regular to the marketplace and the grocery stores. Gonna take a bit longer path to the marketplace though now. Probably. That's the Bank Street where we were walking. And we just kind of like cut it here a bit. Oh, that's the gaming cafe here. The LAN cafe. The fatality gaming. So electrical cables, yep. Always the case. It's gonna be even more now. Close the main streets. Alright, let's cross here. It's gonna be tricky now probably, but we can try. Got saved by the kids crossing. Otherwise no one probably would stop anyway for a while. It's like a little park here. There's a nice cafe here too. Hey, hello. Ponchik Monchik, the donut schmonut. It's kind of like very basic and stuff, but some things there are super good. Just like the coffee machine when there's always like gatherings around this one to get some coffee. Some drinking fountain that I actually could use. It's good. Now try to cross here too. Crossing the road, by the way. I do this on BMW, so you know. But what's pedestrian? There's gonna be a lot of people here probably. Here at least it's kind of easier because they don't have speed yet. It's like kind of Georgian place, the Himkali. Yeah, some of that like the tourist street here. There's like the whole this part is kind of like in general nice. And the next time we'll walk through that one, we'll see. And yeah, this kind of like the main one. And the sun right there too, ruining it. You can buy some fresh these nuts. Oh, yeah, like the dink odds on this one for the Russian Amazon that is here too. Maybe I'll catch one. I actually even took photos of that one with a friend. And there's a bunch of cafes. The pizza joss. And yeah, there's the Spudra Monads. Buy yourself a mega costume. Yeah, like some hotels like right here also. Well, there's the one, the Etno Hotel. These are like mega overpriced usually. Because that's the street where you get all the cafes you want. And to be honest, I like rarely go anywhere on this street. To be honest. Like my friend likes some places here. But I kinda never really did. It's also like sort of overpriced here. I better kind of like go a little to the more distant ones and get better prices. Here, the shade a little. Sun blasting right in the camera. There's músicas in the cafes, but now you're gonna hear the local coffee place. They usually blast it like super hard. Actually, I kinda don't hear it yet. They usually blast músicas like super hard, to the point when you like go to like order something, you know, it's kinda hard to see, kinda hard to hear, and they kinda can't hear you also, because you know you're also gonna be most likely communicating not in Armenian, so it just makes it harder for everyone involved. Man, they're actually not blasting music there. Oh, that's rare. Actually, I guess we can go the circle. Do the circle. Let's go past the church and all. The domes of the church that survived the earthquake. I'm going home. No, that is the even shows what it be. And there it is. It's a dang church. Has like multiple camera turn. And basically like has altars and everything for multiple different religions in this one. Here I think in Armenia you're usually not allowed to go in. Like in Georgia there was no problems. Armenia I think it kind of was. We'll see, maybe like next time I'm here, maybe I will try. Maybe. Yeah, this like among all these like, you know, beautiful buildings, you have this shit. This used to be a bank. Now they removed it. It's gonna be something else, looks like. All right, let's go. There's police patrolling here all the time and molding if someone is not, you know, letting pedestrian pass. So this place is somewhat more civilized in terms of driving. Hey Sigi, hello. Dagricio, hello sir. The mega monuments here. This is the Holy Vardan, Vardan Mamikanian, who managed to defeat Persians with the way lower troops. Well, according to the taxi driver, it was like, you know, like just a few hundreds of them, demolishing thousands of Persians. It wasn't that dank in reality, but still, him and his generals, to protect the Christian faith. A bunch of wars like that with Persians in Georgia also. I'm gonna try next year to visit one monument also to one of the battles with Persians. That monument is super dank. I showed on stream before. It's like fucking Dark Souls boss area. Horsens. Another church gear. That's kind of like would be kind of my dream, you know, like getting where settled somewhere. I would love to get this also volcanic rock. And build also, you know, like some little house, at least like, you know, some building on the plot in the same style and the same materials. Like black and orange volcanic rock. Feels good. Some people here like don't even like look. Just like talking on the phone, then ignoring. Alright, they made like this like park area here now. Let's see, actually I haven't walked through this one before. Oh yeah, they kept the Hachkar alley. Let's see. So let's check it. Nice, hello, nice. Food gear. And there is the alley of Hachkar. Hachkroskar Rock. So yeah, it's basically a whole bunch of like the ones that were brought here. I think some from Karabakh, from Artsakh. Some are really ancient. So I don't remember, did they get the art of Hachkar making is like UNESCO heritage also or something? Actually don't remember. The charging it from this side, nothing crazy really. Hachkross Kar Rock. Gonna be more water fountains here too. Well, actually not more. I guess it already was here. They just like closed them like this sometimes already for winter. The Miga Hotel there. Hotel Palace even, damn son. And this is the monument to the earthquake victims. Well, the victims and those who are saving them. And there is a dog too. Well, I guess the black rock is kinda warm right now with the sun. Well, there's a dog on the mountain, on the monument, on the rock. And the dog out of rock. And then the dog out of flesh. There it is. The next level one. And some Ushanka heads and everything. And the Soviet era then. And it's like the dancing fountains here. But obviously already also all closed. The mega trees. We brought a low. Well, and then there's only a hotel there, I guess. I actually might as well. Fine, let's go. Dude, I thought it's like a tram or something going, like a train. That's a fucking car, dude. There's like tree with insane haircut, dude. The bowl cut tree. Palos Mokuch Memorial, I wonder, a monument. Or who that be? It doesn't have the translation, but I think so, looking at the years. Probably is. I'll do the famous face jokes from like late 19th century. There's like the whole wall with like different anecdotes and jokes there. Yeah, you can hear people playing some Narde there. Actually, no, this seems like more dominoes, I feel. Narde doesn't have like that loud of a noise. Sounds more dominoes then. And the insane gaming going on. Spring dedicated to the Chadrian family. Initiative at the expense of one of the representatives of this clan, the mayor of Gyumri, Vardon Kukasyan, who is now in prison actually, because they have some dank struggles for power now. In the spring, so it's not that convenient to drink like this. Gonna get the bottle. It's cold out there. Should be like 14 or something. In the sun it's actually really warm, but you go in the shadow and that's already becoming kind of very refreshing, especially with some wind. At night it's like -6 I think now already, so alright, let's go past the marketplace then. Gonna be the authentic experience. Police is bullying someone. Let's go. Fish gear. One moment, I'll get some. Здравствуйте. Moment. Да их что-то много просто очень. Нам так по чуть-чуть.
750,
Ага,
все 550.
ага, хорошо. Да, нам так по мелочи.
Еще что-то надо?
Не, только банан сегодня. Ага, хорошо. Спасибо. There's the coffee there. Well, coffee I still kind of do have some though, so we kind of fine. Oh, 1 second, I'm gonna get the bag. All the insane coffee marketplaces here. And then they grind it for you here too. I'm gonna pack it all in the bag. The more convenient one. The old lady getting some coffee too. Alright. Let's continue. Yeah, it smells like paint here. Holy shit. Like a lot of paint. The grinder launched. Alright, cheese gear. Let's get some cheese, huh? should be some spots there. Hey, Reslon, hello. Man, there's no like regular cheese or something. Oh, there. There we go. Здравствуйте. Ну, какой-нибудь кусочек небольшой прям.
Малосоль?
Да можно и нормально соленый. Очень вкусный. Давайте вот такой тогда. Давайте прям его тогда весь. Не, я сказать, вкусный верю.
1000 раз.
Спасибо большое. Alright, now it would be nice to get the flatbread get to. One moment. There's like one place here for the flatbread, but I think I'm gonna go to another one. Actually, maybe this one. I don't have any small coins though. There is already laying there for a while, like a stack of it. So let's go to another place. Maybe they have. All the cow parts and pig parts. All the good stuff. Hey, what is up? Is the connection dead there? Or what happened there? What happened there? No, it was dropping there, right? Oh, went out a few times? Small left twice. Okay, I see, sorry. Not sure. As long as we're good. Damn, that's some new guy. I guess some like worker here or someone died. Or maybe like some main guy here. And that's a lot of funeral stuff. I died for a few seconds? Okay, good. Not too bad then. Some homemade booze if you fancy. Haven't tried. Heard it's kind of alright here, but not always. Like you need to know the place. You need to know the place where to get it. And it's not something you want to gamble with, you know. Don't want to gamble with that. A lot of people here. Oh, it's gonna be fresh probably. Welcome to the bread production. Здравствуйте. Лаваш 2, пожалуйста.
2?
Да.
Порезать?
Да. Спасибо. All right. Got the bread here. The flat bread here acquired. This like fresh here is like super good. They make the same also fresh, in the supermarket, but nope, not close. I guess kind of close, but not it. 1 second, loading it in the glorious Doom bag. Feels good. All right, there we go. Hate paying with card. Well, I will in the supermarket because I'm running out of cash. Like, it's fine. They had the card there too, payment actually. But I kind of wanted some coins also to pay for the taxi back. Taxi also can just connect the card and stuff, no problems. But I kind of don't like it here. Sometimes they kind of scammaz on you, and then you need to deal with that stuff. It just basically, shows that you own the taxi, but you aren't. And then you need to deal with that stuff. There's the coffee. Oh, there's some coffee. Actually, did I have some? There's a lot of people here. Let's go maybe in another one. Maybe another time when I have for sure enough coin. We'll get some local, traditional Egestamani yellow. Well, here like the cash is the king usually, even though it's kind of already like better, but still, yeah, still the cash gear is the king. I mean, we mostly use it because it's, for us it's kind of easier. I usually kind of get like some cash dollars because, again, traveling between countries, having the cash dollars is way better than having your dollars on the card. Well, I mean, it's fine when you're just a tourist, right, and want to kind of like be there a week or something. But if you want to withdraw money from the card in another country on a regular basis, then prepare to pay the mega fees. I tried in Uzbekistan. Nope. A most synthetic drink. Oh, you mean like the coffee? Everyone here just gets the most basic type that is there. It usually costs like 25, 50 cents in that range. And it's basically just like instant coffee. That's it. Nothing fancy. And just press the button, throw a coin, and you pretty much get yourself like the instant coffee. No one's getting like the fancy stuff, The caffeine dispenser, yeah, and there's plenty of them, like all over the place. Like even in the coffee places that are kind of fancier and stuff, people still kind of just, ask for the most basic stuff. And just basically go in and ask like Nescafe or something, done. Come on, it ain't green yet. Oh, fine, I guess. Now it's green. Yes, now it is. Let's cross here too, even though I don't remember if there was like a the pass there, but fine. The temperature like today was supposed to be around like 14 or something. I haven't checked what actually was, you know, the temperature though. The frozen bike seat, yeah, that doesn't sound good. Alright, there is no kind of pedestrian here, but I guess we wait for the general green. Oh, there's some shawarma place. And there's some dude who is like very tired, probably working that shawarma place. And just chilling there. I'm not sure how popular this one is, and it feels kind of little like middle of fucking nowhere, to be honest, the place. Not sure how much traffic they have here. They have delivery though, so if it's good, then people maybe deliver. Maybe order rather. Gonna get another coffee dispenser. The naked trees. Well, the sun makes it really warm. Sun makes it real nice. When you go in the shadow, then you already kind of feel kind of colder. Even a little kind of like a little sweaty because of all the walking and a lot of sun. And I have a hoodie on. The doggy, oh, this one with the chip and stuff. Some of them are, some of them aren't. They didn't get all of them. The shoes repair. Oh, it's a shoe store in general. A lot of people there. Everyone getting some shoes. Oh, actually, yeah, there is the alley of the Dark Souls bosses. Let's go. Let's go. I forgot about it. I kind of want to follow this road, but let's make a bit of a detour. The Dark Souls alley there. And there was no cars, and as soon as I'm passing, instantly cars. There's another like the Tab beer store. I used to buy beer there. First time we've been here. This probably was very beautiful when the leaves were still on. Now the leaves are all down. Hey, running hello. Come back to the dungeon. Thank you, sir. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, sir. Well, obviously ruined. Son riding the sad day life week. Damn son. Doomers, man. The Doomers. This one not yet exactly full Dark Souls, but there will be some. There will be some. Well, I mean, kinda goes. Kinda goes. No, this one is normal here. This one is normal. Well, this is also quite normal, I guess. Thick. The six-pack. What's on this side? On this side is the Raiten. That we don't know. That we do not understand, unfortunately. It's more Bänkraka art. Full circles there. All around it. All around it. Sonra. It's not sure what. Seems very abstract. Pretty abstract. And there's in the distance the real piece of art though. There it is, the actual art. Hey, horror fan, hello. How we doing? Yeah, this one is like the kind of the weird Miyazaki boss there. Sorta. That is this part, this side. And then there is this side. I think that could qualify. Or maybe work for Bayonetta or something, you know. Also kind of cool, with some weird angels there. That could work. Second, how's the battery going? Oh, 44%, should be fine. I mean, I do have another battery handle if needed. Hey, boss face, hello. Sorry if I'm like missing someone. Sometimes. Massive hönse. Alright, let's go to the grocery store. Real quick. Wonder if I can at the same time. Probably not. Just wanted to see if I can get the multiple different ways to share. I can do the hotspot though. Okay, I need to check though if it killed the USB tether though. No, I think actually both work. Maybe not. Maybe not. We're good. I like the connection quality here is dog. That dog. All the dogs. Connection wasn't poked there. It should be nice now, I guess. Not super nice, but fine. Okay, 1 second, let me see. Hotspot. Okay, good, huh? Alright, so I can connect my other phone to get the taxi later. Alright, all the hobo dogs chill mostly, yeah. Some people say there are some aggressive ones, but we haven't seen any. We haven't seen any yet. Some can be like barking. My friend had one barking at him when he was drunk going to the store. But yeah, I guess dogs don't like drunk people. That's what they say, at least, so makes sense. like the mobile ISP. They have like offices right now, like being repaired, renovated. So they just put those minivans here, the mobile offices. Like Georgia has like mobile banks like this. They just like drive to like, you know, all the mountain villages and stuff, so people can get their, you know, like their pension, their welfare, pay some bills, you know, that kind of stuff. I guess he once get disappeared, but usually not. Like they actually kind of like don't really do much about. There are some like, you know, kind of volunteers that deal with all the doggies. They sterilize them with donation money and stuff. It's like a bunch of Russians who moved here or organized something like this here. Oh, right. Yeah, that grocery store, I bet, is gonna be loaded now, though. But it is what it is. There's that dog near the entrance to the grocery store. He just like lives there all the time, right next to the speaker. One moment, fixed mode. Oh man, everyone, now there is one, and it's gonna be taken. No, it's not. Good. Oh, it's good. Looks like the connection here is gonna be not good though. Maybe not the best idea then. Yeah, I'm afraid in the store is gonna be dying again. I guess we'll see. I got it. What was that? 1337, dude. Don't take my bread, please. Easy as bread, yeah. Alright, friend asked for some water. And I want some water also. Whoop. Yeah, for the prices you can divide by what's the name, like 380, 400. to get the dollar prices. He sagt hello. Alright. That's a bottle for my friend. It's kind of feeling some juicer maybe though. I need to kind of not go ham too much though with buying stuff. The stonkas are not stonking too much. That I have available. This one was nice. How much was the buried cheese actually? I feel like the buried cheese was actually maybe even cheaper, but I kind of want this one. Buried we already ate, might as well. Nice, nice. Lurkin sounds good. Midge. Alright, mega croissant time. Let's get some. Man, croissants just losing the price tags, they get the price tags in the way that they're kind of like getting re-glued to something else sometimes. Oh, why did you move all the way here, brother? There. All the burger. A friend wanted some sausage. Well, I can show you the legend. Remember the Canadian sausages? There they are. All of them. All of them. I guess why not? And they be quite cheap. You might as well. Maybe some sausage for the sandwiches kinda too. Fine. Doing the sausage. Yeah, we do have milk. do have eggs still, I think. Well, worst case we can get some in other time, I guess. Not gonna carry it now, I guess now. Milk we have. What else? Wanted some mayo. The mayo we ran out. There's a lot of people. It's kind of really tight with passages here. Kind of tricky sometimes to maneuver. I was thinking maybe to get some granola. Probably. Wouldn't hurt. Yeah, that's kind of it really. Didn't need much today. Even got like more than I kind of wanted, I guess. More than I kind of wanted. Yep, and now just as I thought, it's gonna be fun. Damn, Ferrero Rocher. Holy, the prices for this shit nowadays, man. The holiday editions. Yeah. Let's see. Alright, we waiting. There's no like conveyor belt here, unfortunately. It would be a bit better. Здравствуйте, да.
Пока не
А,
пробьют,
мгм.
не получится. Сейчас пришла.
Угу.